was a day of fury and chaos across France on May Day as hundreds of thousands of people took to the streets to protest against President Emmanuel Macron's pension reform. The country was brought to a standstill as unions called for a nationwide strike to rattle the president, who has faced strong opposition to the reforms from the public. The protests quickly turned violent, with at least 108 police officers wounded and 291 people detained. Despite the opposition, Macron signed the highly controversial pension reforms into law on 15th April after France's top constitutional body cleared the change. The legislation raised the retirement age from 62 to 64 and lengthened the number of years of employment necessary for a full pension. This move triggered further protests, with unions vowing to continue their opposition to the reform. Radical protesters threw projectiles at police and vandalized businesses, while security forces responded with tear gas and water cannons. At the end of the protest, a fire broke out, prompting the fire service to intervene. The police were given permission to use drones to maintain security after a Paris court rejected a petition from rights groups to ban their use. The battle to implement the pension reform has become the biggest domestic obstacle of Macron's second term. The public's strong opposition to the changes and the president's declining popularity have made it difficult for him to push through the reforms. The country is on the brink of a major crisis, with protesters continuing to take to the streets in large numbers and the government struggling to maintain order.